Okay, welcome back to the channel. We're doing a midnight week. Geez, what week am I on now? Is this 7? I think this is 7. And I decided to revisit the Amsterdam Pearl paints. But to do it differently, I am going to do it as a swipe. Little base here. So I've got my midnight base and I'm going to use a couple shades of pearl, Amsterdam Pearl that I have, and I am going to swipe it. We're going to be doing a little stretching as well because I'm going to swipe and then stretch, but I just want to get a good little base here. Oops. This base was 3 parts Oxide Black, 2 parts the Pebeo, but I'm telling you, it's so semi-transparent, this color that I've created, and it's weird because there's more Oxide Black in it. But I guess basically turned it into something semi-transparent by adding 2/3 of a color that's not opaque. Okay, so we are gonna just sort of give ourselves a little. Okay, so it's still kind of puddly because we are going to, stretch after the swipe. So for this swipe, I am going to use a swipe catalyst of, 3 parts Australian Floetrol, 1 part paint, and I'm using Payne's Gray. And this particular Payne's Gray, I'm pretty sure was Amsterdam. I have several Payne's Grays, but I think I probably mixed this one with the Amsterdam version because of how well Amsterdam seems to function as a cell activator. I'm still using extremely thin paints, probably thinner than I would normally do for a swipe, but I'm really kind of interested in seeing how this might be different than a swipe with thicker paint. So I'm going to do puddles. We've got pearl blue. I'm going to do small puddles again because it's a small canvas. Pearl green. Here, you know what I should probably do? Let's just put puddles of each color around, because otherwise I'm going to forget where I put, what colors I'm pouring next to when I come in with the next one. Put some blue out there, put some green out here, more blue up here, and up there, and down here. And this one is a violet. Oops, didn't open it. Kind of need to do that. That's red. That's green. This is this puddle is green. I'm going to make it a little bigger. Okay. Okay, well, my puddles aren't quite as close together as I would normally do, but hey, let's just see how we're doing here. I think I'm going to wreck a little first. I just have a single skewer. I could make a little thing like Molly does with the multiple ones. So I think I'm going to kind of just sort of do almost like a connect the dots kind of thing. Okay. So we'll load up our Payne's Gray onto our palette knife, cell activator, get a good coat on the knife. All right, so I think I'm going to start this way. Okay. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna position it that way for best reachability for myself. Okay. Going to dry this off and reload it. What was I planning on now? I just positioned it and I kind of don't recall which way I was. I think I was going to kind of do this. Okay, we're going to give this a stretch, and I don't know how much is going to be kept because of how thin these paints are, but let's see. Let's get more towards the middle here. Ha ha ha. That looks like fun. There's a few spots where I probably got red and green next to each other or ran them into each other. It does look a little brown, but I can already see the colors coming up. I'm not sure if you can see that. I'm sure the camera's picking up some of it. This is exciting. I'm going to give it a little torch, and then I think we're done tilting. I actually kind of like how we have, just make sure I'm not going to drip. I kind of like how we have a couple of spots where there's paint that's not swiped, and it looks white right now, but of course it's going to be one of our colors. We'll see what color that is. The sides are kind of cool. Oh, sides are always cool on a swipe. You'll almost never see me do a swipe on a shallow canvas because you just get so much beauty on the sides of the canvas with a swipe that it seems a waste not to do it on a nice deep canvas. Okay, so little torch. Oh God, these gloves are giving me such a hard time. They're big, they're too big on me. All right, let's come down and have a look. All right. This up here is so cool. That came out so cool in that little area. That, of course, is our blue. This is some violet, some green, some more blue, more violet, and then I think some red in there, you know, might have gotten a little mixed with the green, but for the most part, very cool. I think the Payne's Gray Cell Activator really kind of added a cool element. Let's get it. Oh, sorry, I'm so shaky and not focused. There we go. Okay, so we'll come back and have a look at it when it's dry. Okay. Here's our dry results. Just bear with me, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm having trouble with my focus on my camera a lot lately. So I'm gonna come in a little. It's gonna be blurry, and then I'm gonna try to refocus it for you. There we go. So I actually think this is super cool. It's pretty dark. I think it would benefit from some resin to really bring the colors out a little bit. So this is probably a good candidate for resining. I don't often resin canvases. I tend to stick to resining things that are done on wood substrate. But I think the resin would really bring out the colors. I also think that is potential if I had used a white cell activator as opposed to the Payne's Gray, that it would be a little lighter overall. But I kind of think the Payne's Gray is cool. And so bear with me. I am going to try to zoom in here a little bit. I'm going to move in and it's going to go out of focus, but I'm going to focus it in. But we've got this cool area here. And then this really cool area here. So this is week 7. Pearls swiped. Actually, I wrecked and then swiped. So thanks for being here. Come back and paint with me again. We'll be back with week 8, and please leave me a comment if you have some ideas of what you'd like to see for week 8 of the Midnight series.